That's going to be a Rise. And so very short range, but so much DPS from this composition.
Yeah, my man has really been watching LPL. I mean, I'm pretty sure he did a shout out as well, because Doingbio also was the one that I'm pretty sure that's the Pantheon tank game I saw.
Yeah.
So a big reason is. Was it Lahens that just did this as well, this exact thing?
Peanut's just lit on fire. He's just dead, guys.
Just dead.
He's just dead. Beryl is the better jungler.
He thought that he did not have the damage. And Beryl, look at Beryl's face! That's bad!
He's just having a bit of a chuckle at it, gives him the double thumbs up. And that was before he did the double thumbs up.
Oh,
Beryl is just hunting.
He's dead.
Wait.
He's just dead.
Yeah, okay, maybe he is just dead and Peanut gets...
He's still cackling! I can
and
see
Lucid's
it!
cackling as well. Like, what is this?
Oh no.
What did he mean by this?
You know, in game number 1, what really was the thing where I think we disliked most was how muted DK looks.
Yeah.
That's gone.
Yeah, we're just gonna get... Lucid was coming down. But yeah, I think it had a lot to do with the fact that there was a Leona there.
As, they should be looking to... Oh, 1 health!
All right, yeah, Peanut gonna be able to grab that one as... Never mind, he's dead! Well, I mean, they still managed to get the grub, so there is that, but... That Realm Warp, that is so much better than the first Destiny that Showmaker threw out in Game 1.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
In game number 1, we had 0 impactful Destinies. First Realm Warp, or... Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, no. Okay, the light should be here in time.
And also, Viper is able to clear out the wave, so they have to wait for another one to conga line in.
This is also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But because of the rest of the composition of DK, even as good as the scaling on both Zeri and Rise is, I think the execution is always going to be a bit finicky. As there we go again.
Here's another Realm Warp, as they don't manage to get on top of Delight, but they don't need to because they barbecue the ground underneath him. And then it's Lucid's turn to be a Leona.
As we do have both Lucid and Peanut waiting. Peanut has Banana Brush control. No level 6 for Beryl just yet. So he might be in trouble.
Captive Audience coming on in there as there is the stun. Aiming throws down the ulti as Viper. Remember, no flash. Can't get out of there. Beryl is really dead, but is Delight going to die? And the answer is yes. As Lucid takes the last bullet there from the curtain call. A 1-for-1 in the end. Both of the supports now on the ground. As Shiu, 2 seconds until the equalizer is back up and available. And HLE, they know it.
As is Delight. Ultimate's not
Level
available
5
for anyone at this point. We are Oblus Atlas.
Yeah, HLE, they do manage to secure one of these grubs. See whether DK can collect one themselves. Deny those feats of strength as Delight looking for his way in. Gets that control ward down. Vision advantage here for HLE. As DK are all stacked up, these health bars are going down too low. So HLE, they will be able to get 4 grubs. And that is a big win for them because they also get the feat of strength. That is going to even things out as far as the race to objectives are concerned. I had to dig very deep. You can look him up. He's actually a phenomenal recorder player.
Wow,
if you ever thought the recorder was only ever to play Titanic badly, I tell you what,
that is actually what I thought, and I imagine a lot of chat as well.
You have to. At that point in time, him dying would have been a big deal. Trying to get some shock blast damage, going to be blocked so that cannon does not go over to Zeus. And first turret was already picked up, actually. So never mind. We don't have the feats of strength yet.
On the Dragon coming in. They want to set up Soul Point. Another situation where I think the last game was better for Chemtech than this one will be. I think it's really just Lucid that benefits.
Yeah, Viego does benefit a lot, but also
massively.
Rise, as he's flashing forward, speaking of Rise. Beryl's also flashing in. Zeus not going to be able to go to the skies unless with the help of Beryl, as he does slam him back into the wall. But now Zeka turns up Shiu with a better equalizer this time. Beryl goes down, but at what cost, Hanwha Life Esports? As there's the curtain call, but it's just not doing, never mind. Oh, hold that thought as he takes down the Rise, but it's still a 3-for-2 trade in favor of DK. Space, Zeka down towards his bottom side of the map as well.
Start it up. Do they still have the tools, though? Everything's available here for Hanwha Life. TP comes in, Beryl!
Yeah, it's just the equalizer that is down as they get rid of the jungler, and now they can burst this dragon. Feats of strength, Soul Point, but now the battle has started. Zeka going down incredibly low as both supports hit the deck. And never mind, Zeka's actually at full health as Showmaker's the one that's almost dead. And it's in fact the Aurora picking up a double in the fight, but it is still feats of strength over to DK. Soul Point for them as well.
benefit of that earlier charge they got on the Herald will be going down, and that's one thing where Hanwha Life have been really strong this game is their
Vampiric Scepter. If he finishes Bloodthirster, I feel like he's going to be so hard to kill.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about the Zeri as much yet, but that is one of the reasons why I feel like the team fights later are gonna get really hard, is who locks down aiming?
Yeah, I mean, and you can, but then he cleanses.
In the end there.
Well, Viper going to pick up a red buff and then move on up towards the Otacon as well. As you can see, HLE with full vision control of the area. Shadow Flame, like you were talking about, is going to be done as there's the curtain call. Beryl taking a lot of damage. That was a really cute attempted solar flare to catch a flash, but Beryl not flashing, just dying. Well, HLE really feeling like this is a tempo swing they can work with.
Yeah, I think that they're going to set up mostly, I don't think they're actually going to be intending to do, but that is Denial of Soul and, do note, aiming, both sums used. Right? That is Flash and Cleanse now gone on the Zeri, and that for these long-range setups, making it so easy for the Lights to follow up. And a Showmaker, Zeka!
Oh dear, Zeka going to get flashed on here, but he does manage to get into stealth, so he's not going to get rune prisoned. As he now actually turns it to look for an engage on Dashi, who flashes out of the way. The Equalizer goes down, Zeka taking a lot of damage, but down goes the Rumble. And DK, I don't think they're going to be able to get anything done. Beryl is caught out of position yet again and executed. And Showmaker, we mentioned his amount of dashes is relatively low. He's trying to take someone with him, and it does not work. HLE, they just turn on a dime and do exactly what they need to win the fight.
And that root needed to hit. Showmaker investing his flash.
Oh no, Lucid looking for the pickup. They do manage to get the first kill as aiming is still deadly.
That's
in
one.
this fight. He takes over looking for Viper. He takes him down. It's the double. As Zeus is already dead, making a triple kill as Lucid says, buddy, we got this. And aiming gets over the wall. The extender beam not enough. And now Lucid turns up Zeka. Nowhere to go. That's the ace. And that's the DK we wanted in this series.
Oh my god! I just turn it around on a dime!
What is it? So this time Shiu dies at the very beginning.
It's what sets up the play.
And look at the pings. The pings were immediately, as soon as Showmaker started doing so much of that machine gun damage. This is the crux of the composition as well. Showmaker playing cheerleader from the death chamber, but man, win this game, it's yet another one that's now got the match point as Glacial Prison comes on through. It's not over yet, but Showmaker, he breaks his arm guard, they get rid of the Aurora, and now it's the Realm Walk to start this one off as aiming is right in amongst it. He explodes, and the Zap AoE is gigantic. The Winter's Wrath from Lucid not doing too much, but he's already stolen away the dead Sejuani, and aiming is skating into the enemy base. I have a feeling I know where this game's going.
They have too much power!
Aiming, the damage done by Showmaker that ends up setting this up, and 20 more seconds on this. Yeah, DK, they're gonna keep on fighting.
They certainly are, as the Equalizer comes down in exactly the same spot yet again. They've managed to catch out the Aurora on the side of the play, and the rest of HLE, nothing. They can do the Realm Warp just to block off the escape, and Viper, there's nowhere he can go. Another explosion, and aiming claims two, as now Peanut, oh, it's a bit of a drive-by there. That was very cute. 1,000 gold is gonna be picked up.
It's timed out!
Yeah, we're going to call that a whoopsie. We're going to call that a whoopsie. As does that? No, it won't cost them the dragon.
I don't think it should.
As now Peanut and Zeus will see whether they can actually defend here as Showmaker looking for a rune prison onto the Jason. Does manage to get it there, smashed into the wall and taken down. It will be the inner turret, and in the meantime, Lucid will be able to secure that dragon. So an aiming moment, but he was 8-0-8. But if HLE managed to win here, we might be denied it. We will see. Sorry, if DK managed to win here, we might be denied it, as Showmaker is going to get jumped on by both Peanut and Zeus and just flashes away. That's going to be enough. And of course, has Phase Rush, so once he does get a few abilities off, he is absolutely rocking out of there. Still, that is going to be some bounty gold as the outer turret falls. Can catch anyone who is out of position.
I'm pretty sure that Showmaker can solo Nash at this point. But it looks like DK, they just keep on looking, and I like Hanwha. They're cool. They're not...
oh dear! There's a heroic charge. They managed to... Oh no! Delight able to flash away. He buys a fair bit of time. But the Keeper's Verdict comes down, and Zeka is forced out of there. Another Equalizer is... I mean, it did some damage to Zeka.
Did it really?
I mean, it did... It did some. Okay, objectively, it did do some damage to Zeka. So
No,
we're
you're
just
right.
going to go with that.
You're technically correct.
Yes. She's now just going to say, well, if I can't land my ultimate, I'm going to flash on top of this Jhin. Thanks, Showmaker, who's able to finish him off there, finding all of these Qs. Lucid now just resetting his way around the fighters. Zeus cannot do it alone. 4 lying on the floor in an instant, and DK, they can decide to win the game if they'd like to, or they could go boar hunting. And that is what Beryl's going to do. He starts the game doing it. He's going to end the game doing it as well. Is the rest of DK going to march down the mid lane? I don't know whether he wins the 1v1 anymore.
Oh, he definitely doesn't, no.
But he might be able to escape. As you can see, Showmaker teleported to the mid lane, and Beryl is stopping the backs, as they say.
He watched the T1 series, and he knows that you don't want to let Peanut get to the wave.
Yeah, and Peanut was the one having fun with Koshik, if you remember, with the dancing around the dragon pit on the as the Udyr and the Nidalee. Very, very cute. He's now in another one of these stories as he's just stuck in Poppy Purgatory on the top side of the map. And that is all the while his Nexus is being destroyed. Beryl is also winning the fight once more as Chemtech Soul, ladies and gentlemen, still he's denied as the Nexus falls down. Match point for Dplus KIA.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.